Now here you have to start your Microsoft Access 2013. So here it is, Access 2013 is there. I'll just open that Access 2013. So after opening the Microsoft Access 2013, here there are two types. Here there are two options. One is custom web app and blank desktop database. I want to create the new database. So what I'll do, I'll just click on this blank desktop database. You also do along with me. Just switch on your computer, open Microsoft Access 2013 and do along with me. Open this, just click on this blank desktop database. So I'll click on this. Here it will ask the file name. Okay, you have to give file name here. So here already database 4 is there. What I'll do, I'll change that name. I'll give here database creation. Okay, I'll give here name as database creation. Next, click on create option. Just click on create option. Now here you can see this, the window of Microsoft Access 2013. Okay, before going to start the creation of tables in Access, first I'll explain the parts of this Access. Okay, the different parts of this Access window are, the first one is you're having quick access toolbar. As you can see here, save button is present, undo button is present, this is redo button. This area is called as quick access toolbar. Now in this quick access toolbar, what is the use of this save button? Save button is used to save the document which you are creating in this file. Okay. Now this is my undo button. If I want to undo the previous action, if I want to take the previous action back, then I am going to use this undo button. Now here as you can see, this is the icon of redo button. What is the use of this redo button? Whatever you have done the action, if you want to do that undone action once again, then you are going to use this redo button. So you understood about the quick access toolbar? You all understood about the quick access toolbar? Okay. Next component of your access window is title bar. As you can see here, I gave the name of database is database creation. So the title of the document which I created, that it is present in the title bar. So the title bar which is present at the top of your screen and the name which I given for the document, I can see that that area is called as title bar. The next component is, this is your menu bar. In menu bar, file, home, create, external data, database tools, fields like this options are present. With the help of that, I can do the edit and all, can do the save. With the help of this different menu bar, we can perform the different actions, that is called as your menu bar. This area is called as a ribbon. This is the next component. In ribbon, so many options are present. If I want to area. The next, as you can see here, this area is your navigation pane. After creating the table, after creating the queries, what you created, that it will be visible for you. That area is called as navigation pane. As you can see at the bottom here, this is my first page, so it is showing 1 of 1. So this is my navigation button where it will show the all pages which I open. Next, as you can see here at the right side, here it is number lock is there, and this is datasheet view and this is design view. So here it will be visible for us that area is called as view button. Here I am creating the table in this area. So this area is called as I'm working here in this particular area. So this area is called as work area because I'm creating the tables here. I'm creating the queries. I'm creating the forms. So this full area is called as work area. Next, after creating, it will show here in this section. This is my table 1. If I'll create the query, again it will show the query. If I'll give the name for this table, it will show the name of that table. So that area is called as object tabs, which I created. That will be visible for us here. That is called object tabs. So these are the different parts of your Microsoft Access. Which all are the different parts? Quick access toolbar, where is your save button, undo and redo button is present. Save button is used to save the document. Undo is used to perform the undo action. And if you want to perform that undo action once again, you are going to use this redo button. This is my title bar, where the name of my document is present, which I saved. Okay, and title bar is always at the top of your screen. These are the menu bars where the different options are present in the menu bar, where we can do the save, edit, we can do with the help of menu bar. This is my ribbon area. With the help of this ribbon area, I can perform the different actions on my work area. This area is called as navigation pane, which I am creating here in work area, that will be visible us in the navigation pane. This is my work area, which I am performing in the document, that I am it will be visible for us in the navigation work area. Next, this is my object task, where if I am creating the table here and I am giving the name, that will be visible for us in the object tabs. Like different tabs, if I'll create here in the same document, that will be visible for us over here. Next, this is my view tabs. In this view buttons, I can see the number log, I can see the datasheet view, and what is my design view. This is my navigation button. Here I can see which all of the pages I open. So these are the different parts of your Access window. You all understood the different parts of your Access window?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will see how to create the table in your Microsoft Access. Any doubt in the parts of Microsoft Access window? If
No, ma'am.
okay. Now we will see how to yes.
So what we can do in external data?
Where it is in external data. Suppose if you want to link something from the external file, okay, if you want to open something from the means online, then you are going to use this external data. Through mail, if you want to open, if you want to merge the files, in the sense, suppose if you have only one document, you want to create the multiple documents of that, then you are going to use this external data option. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Now we will create the table. Okay. So to create the table, you have to enter the data here. I'll create the table as your student table. Okay. So which all are the, before going to start the table, first I'll tell you what do you mean by field here. Now, so as I told you, I'll create the table as a student table. So in student table, which all are the fields it contains? As you are a student, so which all are the fields you have?
Ma'am, the student name.
Yes, student, you are having your name. Then what you have again? You have roll number.
Ma'am, the roll number.
Yes, you have the subject. Yes,
Ma'am, in which class we are?
yes, the standard, in which standard you are learning, the sections, ABC like that. Okay, so these are the different fields the student is having. So what do you mean by field now here? The that we're entering in the column. So the column in the table is called as a field, and the one more name for field is attribute. Okay, so for 1 mark they'll ask you the question, what is the one more name for a field? So you have to write attribute. And if they'll ask the definition of your field, you have to tell the column in a table is called as a field. Understood this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
I'll take the table as student table, and what I'll do is I'll give the name for the table is student table. Before that, I'll enter the different fields of student. As I told, that is student is having roll number, then student is having name, then student is having subjects, then class. If you want to write sections, okay, section. Now here I'll enter the roll number, that is 1. Here I'll enter the name as Shreya. Here I'll enter the subject as a math.
Ma'am, if exams are then one more column is from that marks.
Yeah, you can write that also.
Ma'am, if exams are there, then marks we can also add one column.
Okay, I'll add the marks also here. Okay. Then in class, which class you are in? 8th standard. If she is in A class, then write A section. And if maths, if in exam of maths she got out of 40, 30 marks, write down that marks. Again, I'll take the second roll number. I'll take the name as, I'll take the name as here, Shravani. I'll take here English. I'll take 8th standard. I'll take here B section. And here 40 marks. Again, one more I'll add. I'll take here Pawan. I'll add the subject as science. I'll take 8th standard in A division. And I'll take here 25. Okay. This is my creation of the table is finished. I want to save this table now. Everyone understood how to insert the data in the table?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now here, I'll just save this my table. I'll just click on my file option. Just click on save option. Now, what is the name of the table which I created? That is my student table. So I'll give here the name as student. I'll write here student table. Just click on OK. So as you can see here, I changed the name as a student table. So here it is showing as a student table. So everyone understood how to create the table in Access?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this? Any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All of you understood, or only those particular students who are telling yes? You all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
No one is having any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. No, ma'am.
I'll give you one homework to you now. Okay? So what's your homework? In Access, you have to create one table, and the table name is which table you want to create?
Ma'am, fruits.
Okay, I'll give you functions. Functions table you have to create. Which all are the functions you are celebrating? Yes?
Ma'am. Ma'am, I didn't have a computer. How to do it?
If you don't have computer, don't worry. Who all are having the computers or laptops in their home, they can do. If you don't have, don't worry. Okay?
I have downloaded in my mobile.
Okay, you can do in that. Okay? So, you have to create the table that is functions, and on which date that functions are coming. That table you have to create. Okay? Just take the calendar in front of you and just create the table of that. Okay? Understood or no?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Next, we will see whenever you are creating the table. This is in design. We will not ask you the data types. Okay, but whenever you are creating the tables in datasheet view, that time it will ask you the data type. Okay, so in your textbook they have given
Yes, ma'am.
the different data types. Now first, before going to start the asking data types, what do you mean by this data type is? Now here my data is roll number, that is my field name is roll number, which is in the form of only numbers. Okay, so if there is having numbers, then what is the type of that, what is the type of the data? So what is this now? 1 2 3, these are what? These are text or numbers? What is
Numbers.
this? Yes, yes, these are numbers. So for this data, the type is what? Number data type. Okay, so we have to, whenever you are creating the data, that time we have to mention the which data type it is. This is in the form of data, this is in the form of information. What is the type of that? In the sense it is data type. So this is my number data type. Now the names, this is in the form of text. Okay, so what will become for the data type of this now? It is either varchar or it is text data type, and this subject also it is text data type, and this is also number, or it is also called it is varchar will come. For the text, it is come as character, that is char, or it is char. And sections, it is also in the form of character, so it will come as the data type as char. And this is in the form of number, so it will come as number data type. As you can see in your textbook, they have given the different data types and the description of that. So the first data type they have given as short text. Okay, it is up to 255 characters, and the text size is having small up to 255 characters. It is maximum, that is your short text data type. So for example, your name, for your section and all. Long text in the sense it contains up to 65,536 characters. If your characters are more than 255, then you are going to use the long text data type. Next, number data type. If you're having the data which is in the form of number, like as your example roll number, then it is a number data type. Next, it comes date and time. If the data is in the form of date and time, suppose if I'll in the table, if I'll give here date and I'll mention the date when your exam got finished. Suppose if I'll add here 6 7 21. Okay, so now this is my date, so that time I have to give the date data type name is date and time data type, that is date data type. Next, currency. The fields with this data type can store currency values. If it is in the form of currency values, then that time I am going to use the data type as currency. Next comes as auto number. The fields with this data type stores integers. If they are having the integer value, then that time you are going to use this auto number. Okay, the next data type is yes or no. Suppose if I'll give here, that is Shreya is pass or fail. Okay, so that time I have to give whether it is yes or no. If it is in the Boolean format, if it is true or false, Shreya is pass in the math subject, yes or no. That time I am going to use this yes or no data type. Next, OLE object. This field of the data type it is used to store the files. If that files is in the Word document or it is there in the Excel, it is there in the Access, that time I am going to use this OLE object. Next, suppose if I'll add here link, if I added here link, any link, then that time I am going to use the data type called as hyperlink data type. Next, if I attach something in that files, suppose if I attach the multiple files in that table, then I am going to use the attachment as a data type. If I want to calculate something from here, suppose if I want to calculate this all marks, then I am going to use the calculate data type. Okay. and the lookup wizard, it is used to create a lookup field. So you all understood all the data types, or any doubt you have in the data types?
Ma'am, understood. No doubt.
Any doubt?
Ma'am, no doubt. No doubt.
Okay. Next, now as I told you, these are your different fields. Okay, that is roll number, name, subject, class, section, marks. These are the different fields the student is having, as I told. Okay, so they are having some of the field properties. Like for this field, they are having the properties of that. The first property is, that is field size. Whatever the field it is having, so the size of what it is, the first property it is field size. What is the size of that? Okay, so now roll number is in the form of, they are having two data types for that in field size. One is, it is in the form of either text, and one more which is in the form of number. So roll number is in the form of number. So the field size is, it is number data types, and for the text it is text data types. So for this, there are having the properties. If it is having the text data type, then you are going to use up to the either 255 characters or up to 65,536 characters you can use. And the field size property is 50 for the text data type. If it is there in the text data type, what is the field size of that? You can use the maximum 50. Okay, they will in exam they will give you the different fields. If they'll give the roll number, if they'll give the name, and sometimes they'll ask you the what is the size of it. So that time what you have to write for text? For text, either you have to write 20, 10 or 50. Okay, so maximum is 50. Yes.
Ma'am, we can do uncountable fields, no?
Yeah, uncountable fields you can do till 65,536 characters. I am not telling that uncountable fields. I am telling the size of the field, means what is the maximum size of the field. That is 50 size, 20 size, like that. You can use till 65,536 characters.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. You can calculate in this Excel, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, we can calculate in this Excel, ma'am.
Yeah, in the different table, when you are creating the table, that time if you want to calculate something, the numbers, that time you are going to use the data type. And we can calculate there also. Clear or no?
Ma'am, clear.
Okay. Next, for the number data type, we can use the different data types like byte, integer, long integer, single, double and decimal.